Hi, my name is Kim McQuitty and welcome back. Let me tell you something. One of the things that I am very passionate about, which I feel like Wife Ready is mentorship. I feel like me showing up from week to week to share these videos, to share my heart, to provide wisdom, guidance, insight, encouragement, direction when it comes down to marriage and even in your single season. I feel like I know that's what God has called me to do. But I value just having a physical mentor, having a person in your life. Actually, so today I just had a chance to really talk with a person that really mentored me as a youth, really shaped my mind on some things and just helped me go from a teenager and transition into a young woman and then into as a young married. I am still gleaning from the time that we had together when I was growing up. I'm still remembering some of the things she shared with me that I have put into practice back then. I'm still putting into practice even right now. I'm still remembering some principles and some tools and some guidance that she shared with me that has been paramount. That's part of the foundation of who I am as a person. And believe it or not, you're getting a lot of what my mentor has shared with me in these videos. And so why am I saying that? Why am I bringing all this up? It's because I feel like everyone needs a mentor. That's what Jesus did. He chose 12 guys. He handpicked 12 guys to pour into. He handpicked them for the work that they were called to do. What I know about people who choose to mentor or who desire to mentor or who make room for mentees is that it's intentional. It's something that people have to make room for. Everybody got plates spinning, things they're doing, all the things. And I know most people who are watching this know somebody who they aspire, who they are encouraged by, who they would love to be mentored by. And not just one person, maybe, one or two or three people, however that looks like. Maybe somebody in your church, even it could be a family member. It doesn't have to be a church member. It can be a family member. It can be a friend of your mom's, a friend of the family. Somebody who is a seasoned woman of faith who can take the time to just pour into you. That is what I'm proposing. My proposal is that you find you a mentor. You find you someone who you can sit at her feet, can ask her what she got right, ask her what she got wrong, ask her, all the things that you may not know that you feel like she at some point has walked through, or maybe the things that you know that she's walked through that you're walking through that can help you. When I'm looking back now, just in sharing all of this with you about mentors, I'm thinking about different friends who shared their mentoring journey with me, with their mentors. I'm thinking about friends who've had mentors who have shared their journey with me and how they have concur with what I feel and what I said, that it has totally changed the trajectory of my life. Having somebody to pour into me, to teach me, to tell me, to help me, to shape my thinking, help me to keep from going into pitfalls, making mistakes when I don't have to. I mean, life-changing. It's a life-changing dynamic. Now, I will say this, again, as I said before, a mentor is going to have to make room. They're going to have to make room to be able to pour into you. And let me tell you how to go about asking someone to mentor you. First, pray and ask God to highlight somebody. I mean, you may already have somebody in your heart and you're thinking, wow, I would love for her to mentor me. But you may not. Pray and ask God to highlight somebody to you who you think would be a great mentor. Because usually if the Lord highlights them to you, He's going to deal with their heart to be ready to receive you when you go to ask. After you have that person highlighted in your heart, take them out for coffee, take them to a coffee house and tell them, where you are, why you're wanting to meet with them, and just ask them, would they walk with you for a season? When I say a season, it'll be easier for that person, that mentor. Now, this is females mentoring females. It will be easier for that Titus 2 woman of faith, that seasoned woman of faith, to have a timeline. So this is what I would ask. I was like, do you have some time to meet with me at least once a month for the next 3 to 4 months? Let's give it a trial period to see how it goes. These are some of the things that I'm processing right now in my life. These are some of the things I need guidance on. These are some of the things I need wisdom on. I need direction on. And I feel like there's something in you that can benefit me on my journey as becoming the highest expression of who Christ has called me to be. Chances are she's going to ask for some time to pray about it. And if God has been dealing with her heart, and if she's submitted to the voice of God, she's going to say yes. But the biggest thing is that you take the step and initiate the conversation, and then come in there with a timeline. If someone comes up to me and asks me just to mentor them, and it's indefinitely, I don't have the capacity to do it indefinitely, but you tell me you want to meet with me, once a month for the next 3 to 4 months, I'm going to make room for you. That's what someone happened to do to me when I was back in another season of my life. She came up to me and she said, can you help me? Can you meet with me to help me? Because I want to walk in purity. I need somebody to be accountable to. I need somebody to help me. You shared your life story on walking in purity, what that looks like. And I just feel like you have something that can help me along the journey. So we did. We met once a month and we talked, and she was accountable to me. Her challenge was that she was a 20-year booty call. Guys, I am so serious. For 20 years, he would call. There was this relationship that they had disagreement. When he called, she answered. And I believe in that particular season, we were on a series and teaching in the teaching class that I was in, I was teaching on. And it just was a revelation like, no, I'm worth more than just someone calling me when they want to come over. I'm worth more than that. So that's what the accountability, that's what the mentoring, that's what she was putting parameters in place for me to help her to walk in purity and to be accountable to her. For her to be accountable to me. Well, inside of that time, and that time that we were walking together, Valentine's Day comes up. So all the things, there is an expectation. He had an expectation. Let me put it to you like that. He had an expectation. Let me tell you, boyfriend showed up at the house, not her literal boyfriend. I'm just calling him boyfriend and give him a name for context. But he shows up at the house with flowers for her, chocolate for her, and had the nerve to bring stuffed animals for the kids. I mean, he just set the whole tone, and he hanging around and, talking and all the things. Probably shouldn't have let him in the beginning, but anyway, this is all the things. And then, of course, the conversation starts segueing that he coming for a reason and expecting to leave empty. I'll let you fill in what that looks like with you when I'm talking. You're picking up what I'm putting down. He had an expectation that he was going to leave empty. He had an expectation that he was coming to get some. But she had been walking with me, and I had been empowering her and talking to her and building her up and telling her self-worth. And you're worth more than just someone calling you and just going on and no commitment. And guys, she didn't give in. She didn't give in. She was so excited to tell me the next time that we met that was what happened. And she was able to say no. Shocked. He was shocked. Of course he was shocked because he was getting what he wanted all this time. But she was just able to say no. That is what a partnership will do. It will empower you in areas where you need someone to help you, where you need some accountability, where you need somebody to mentor, to pour into you, to help you in the season along the way. It's a win-win when you got the right person. Somebody who will be vulnerable, transparent, and open with you. I'm that person. I'm going to be transparent. Why would I withhold some things that will help you overcome if I've gone through it and give you the tools and what I've done right in it, and even what I've done wrong? Mentors are to help you. They're there to help you mold you. They're there to pour into you. They'll help you to become Proverbs 27:17, where iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. So, mentoring. Think of someone, an older woman, a seasoned woman of faith, who would just take some time. Go in and ask her, take her off for coffee. Ask her for the next 3 to 4 months, can I meet with you once a month? And you get to the end of that third or fourth meeting, reevaluate your time. Ask her, would she be willing to go, a little bit further with you? Ask her for some recommendations on some books, because you want to grow. You want to grow. You don't want to come out of that experience like you went in. You want to come out sharper, wiser, smarter, more empowered to be all that God has called you to be. Nobody gets to where God has called them to be by themselves. Nobody. Nobody gets to where God has called them to be by themselves. You need someone to walk with you in this season, and a mentor is designed to do that. So my prayer is that you will take some time and you will ask God to highlight that Titus 2 seasoned woman of faith, and then take the steps. Call her up, invite her out, coffee, share your heart with what you need, where you're going, how she's going to help you get there, and then watch your life be changed and transformed. It's a game changer. It is a game changer. I'm passionate about mentoring. I'm passionate about putting mentors and mentees together, because it will forever change the trajectory of your life for the good. It's something you'll be telling your grandchildren about so-and-so, about Miss Susie, how she took time to pour into me, how she took time to guide me, how she took time to lead me, and she will in turn will be rewarded, because that is what God's requiring us as older Titus 2 women to do, is to go get the younger women and to pour into them. So find you a mentor. Pray and ask God to highlight somebody that can walk alongside you for a season and see when it radically change your life. Thank you for stopping by again. If you have not, please like, subscribe, and even share. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.